What's going on, everybody? My name is Cole Hastings and I'm here to improve your life. Now, why did I start with the intro right away? Well, this is going to be a little bit of an unorthodox video. It's something I just really wanted to talk about, as you can see from the title, how to change your focus and shift your reality to attract what you desire. This is something I really wanted to talk about because I feel like a lot of people are misguided with their thoughts. They don't really know how to control their mind. And it's really hard when you haven't done any type of spiritual practice, such as meditation, to be aware of your thoughts at every time and realize what your thoughts are doing to your reality. So there's 3 key points that I want to bring up throughout this video, and I'm just going to get right into it. The first key point I want to bring up to make you realize how your thoughts are creating everything is that your thoughts create your reality. That is how it is. And this makes sense on just a physical level. Every thought you've had has led to every decision you've made in life. That makes sense, right? But on a scientific level, on a spiritual level, there's a lot more to it. And that is because everything is energy. Everything you see is made up of atoms and molecules. And this is also true with your thoughts. Thoughts are your conscious energy. And you don't really know what's going on in your head for 95% of the stuff, which is your subconscious mind, is what is creating your reality and leading you to what you actually do. 5% of it is your conscious mind, what you're actually taking action to do and thinking about most of the time. So how do you reprogram your subconscious mind to create a different reality? You have to understand what I said is that your thoughts are creating your reality at every single point. Your mind is so much more powerful than you think. It is the reason your reality is the way it is. Think of it this way. Your eyes are what is creating the light you are seeing and is what is creating everything you're seeing around you. And your body, your skin, is creating that heat that you feel and everything else you're feeling around you. If you think about it that way, you are what is creating reality itself. So how do we shift this? How do we change our focus? You need to start thinking positively about every situation and focusing on the positive things of every situation. Now, let me give you a good example. You're at a party and you sit down and you kind of just look at the people, look at what's going around. I do that sometimes. And you see 2 people arguing. You can choose to focus on that. That can be your reality. You can say, oh, wow, that party was it was a little too much for me. There's people arguing. It seems like a really bad time. So boom, there it is. That's what you've created. You've created your reality through that thought. And if you were to think about or see 2 people maybe in love, maybe talking happily, maybe you see people dancing, you focus on that side of the party, that is going to create your positive reality. You're going to think, oh wow, that party was pretty fun. Yeah, everyone seemed like they were having a good time. And that is how your thoughts are constantly creating your reality. This is how your subconscious mind works. If you can tap into your subconscious mind, you can create a much better reality. So how do we do this? Like I said, we think positively about the situation. So any failure you have, any failure in life you have, you need to learn to realize that it's just a stepping stone towards success. You can think, oh, this is a failure. I've stepped down. I'm getting worse. I'm a loser. Sure, you can think that. And you're going to create a worse reality for yourself if you do. You do realize that, right? All right, think about that for a second. And now think about if you had a failure in life and you thought, what can I learn from this? I can take something out of this that is positive. So a good example, maybe your car broke down. Actually, I'm going to give an example from a book I read, Tools of Titans, which I've talked about before. Robert Rodriguez, who is a famous director, told his son why he should never be upset again. This was one of the people in the book that was interviewed. And he said, well, first off, you need to understand what happened to his son. His son failed his driving test. He was really upset about it. So he tells his son, you never need to be upset again, especially when it comes to failures. So if you were to just pass that driving test by a minuscule amount and you were out there in the streets, you might be more likely to get into an accident or just be a bad driver in general. So think about how you can train for a better driving test next time. You're going to get stronger through that failure. That is what you need to really reprogram your subconscious mind, is think of failures as positive things. And once you're thinking of failures as positive things, you can think of your whole reality as a positive thing. Reality can be exactly what you make it. And that is what it is. It is what you make of it every single day. Every thought you have is governing your reality. I want you to think about that for a second. Every thought you're having about your reality is what it is. So if you're thinking positively about everything that's going on, like today, it's cloudy, it's rainy, it could be a crappy day in a lot of people's minds. The way I see it, all right, it's a rainy day, I can sit in and, work on stuff like my video, I can edit the video, I don't have to have this obligation to be outside because, it's a bad day. I can sit and relax and have a lazy day. If I think about that, then that is shifting my reality. I'm thinking positively about a situation where most people would be like, well, this just sucks. And that brings me to my second key point, and that is whatever you focus on will grow. So this is a simple principle, right? You focus on your muscles, you focus on building them up, yeah, they'll grow. You focus on drinking more water, you'll drink more water. So why does this apply to your reality? Because whatever you're focusing on in your reality will grow more and create your reality even more. And this just reinforces what I said. If you are focusing on the positive aspects of every situation, you're going to see your positive reality. Let's say we have two realities here, a negative reality and a positive reality. If you're focusing on the negative aspects of everything, you're going to be in this negative reality. If you're focusing on the positive aspects of everything, that positive reality is going to grow. You're going to see your reality shift to a better one. And it's gonna be hard to do. You have been programmed from the age about 1 to 7 to have the beliefs that you do, to have the thoughts that you do. Your parents brought you up in that way, and it's hard to get out of that because, that's how you've been your entire life. How do you expect to just suddenly have this reality shift? It's not going to be sudden. It's going to take a while. It's going to take time, and it's going to take your constant effort of thinking about your thoughts, thinking, all right, I'm aware of my thoughts. Now, how can I make this thought into a better one? How can I make my reality into a better one is what I'm generally saying. So here's a good practice I do, and I just started it. This is going to be the key third point, and that is to just have a day where you're completely content with everything. Just everything, no matter what happens. So I did this the other day, and it really just changed my reality and what I think about everything. I had a couple setbacks. Obviously, that's going to happen. That happens almost every day. You can have, things that stress you out, that you can stress over. But I thought of it as, okay, I'm still going to be content with this. Things aren't going my way, but it's okay because it's all a learning experience. It's all happening to me, and some things you just can't change. So I'm just going to be content with it. I'll have to deal with it. And it really just changes your whole mindset. You're more relaxed, you're more productive, you're more happy. You'll just see all of these new emotions appearing, and as you're, regurgitating these emotions into your reality is going to change. So be content with any situation. Just try it out for a day. Try it out for an entire day. Just be content no matter what happens. Think of failures as these positive things. You know, I can learn something from this. I can take something out of a failure. And it makes me a better person and makes me grow more. That's what failures are essentially. Don't think of it in a negative way. Think of nothing in a negative way and see how your reality changes. And that is all for this video. I hope that you try to train your brain and reprogram your subconscious mind to have a better reality altogether. I've been doing this for a while now. I know that I can take good things out of any situation. It's possible, guys. You can do it too. Just have that constant effort of doing it. Think about how you can focus on the right things all the time, and you'll see your reality turn just beautiful and nearly perfect. Actually, nearly perfect. So if you enjoyed this video, if you're gonna try to shift your reality, shift your thoughts, then leave a like. And if you enjoy just bettering yourself through my videos, I'm sure you'll enjoy the rest of my videos as well. They're all along this topic. If you've been brought here, then just check them out and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.